Africans were wise to European religious hypocrisy. Europeans labelled Africans as idolaters, heathens, and savages for their beliefs. They accused Africans of worshipping multiple deities and used torture and excessive violence to force Africans to adopt their form of Christianity and belief in their one God. Africans recognised that Europeans worshipped many deities. Europeans called these saints, but worshipped them in the same way that Africans worshipped their deities. They built shrines and temples dedicated to these deities, decorated with many idols. Europeans aggressively expounded their monotheism, yet prayed not to God, but to someone called Jesus Christ. Indeed, their whole religion was named after him. They also prayed to the Holy Mother Mary, and referred to her as the Mother of God, even though she was the mother of Jesus Christ. Africans also observed that Europeans did not have a single religion, as they were divided into different sects in conflict with each other. Africans saw little difference in their religions and their religious practice to those of the Europeans, and therefore found it relatively easy to disguise their practices. With Europeans having many deities, today there's an estimated around 10,000 saints. They were able to find saints with a similar profile to their African deities and give their deity the name of that saint. Of course, to Europeans, it appeared as though Africans were worshipping their Christian deities, even though the practices were very different. Europeans saw the African methods of worship, such as drumming and dancing, as merely colloquial and amusing. Unfortunately, today, due to our excessive Eurocentricity, we have lost the names of the original African deities and only see the Christian disguises given to them. Just as the Europeans did, we see the distinctive forms of worship practiced in so-called black churches merely as colloquial or eccentricities. Much of what we know as black culture is actually African culture, evolved through Africans playing the games required to stay alive whilst preserving their culture. This is why so many forms include aspects or elements of European practices, not because they've been Europeanized, but to protect their Africanness.